and gentlemen, welcome to the 3-0 Take, where we talk all things Major League Baseball. Here's Kyle Corwin and Nate Reyes. It all starts right now.
Oh, welcome back to the 3-0 Take, presented by Chinook Seedery. This is episode 589. I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. Nate.
JB, KC.
I don't.
How are we?
I don't particularly like that I was last there.
I got the first one.
Yeah, what's that all about?
I don't know. It's trying to end with you.
Fair.
How are we? I asked the question.
Been better. And
Get out of here. I don't even want to freaking hear it. Don't even want to freaking hear it.
Hey, you guys got Ryan Weathers.
Yeah.
I wanted to go with that not being mentioned on this episode.
No disrespect, didn't even have it on the rundown for tonight. So
I know. That's why I figured we could skip over it.
Look, I mean no disrespect. We'll get into the main topics here, but super quick, since we're on the subject, how in the world is Ryan Weathers, again, no disrespect, I'm not a big league player,
prospects?
Four living human beings?
I don't know, man. I don't know. The Marlins won it. That's the first time they've won a trade since ever.
That almost seemed like a pity move for the Marlins. Like, here you go. Here, take.
Yeah, I know you've been screwed over the last few years. Here's this.
Insane. Speaking of getting screwed, the Sox missed out on their guy, and I would love to start with this. I've taken my shot at Nate. Josh, I believe over the last month at some point you indicated that there's no such thing as a bad 1-year deal, and I would like to look at I would like to look at the domino effect of this, what turned out to be a 1-year deal, because this sucks.
Okay, so let me set it up for you. You decided to go with a 3-year deal and put opt-outs after
I didn't decide to go with a 3-year deal.
Okay.
It was you. You were on
Boston,
the call.
The Red Sox front office decided to go with the 3-year deal. What a
went
joke.
with an opt-out after every year, right? And so essentially signed a 1-year deal. Now, had they just signed a 1-year deal and you knew it was 1 year, that'd be one thing. You could go the route of the Pirates. Don't offer opt-outs and don't get the players. And you at least had him for a year.
Little did
You could just
know.
not get him.
Little did you know he was going to make that about the Pirates. You didn't see that coming.
Hey, let's talk Alex
didn't see that
Bregman.
coming.
Yeah, so the Pittsburgh Pirates.
Don't cry wolf to me about getting a player for a year.
You had no
Unbelievable.
idea.
Unbelievable. No, this isn't about the Red Sox. This is about the Cubs.
This is a series of events, though, that we need to get into because that is insane.
Yeah. So, well, okay, fine. We'll start there. So,
Show me your misery.
Red
see it.
Sox bring in Alex Bregman. Okay. And then,
Pisses
which, by the way, they did have Rafael Devers already.
Right.
So that's a whole big thing.
He got pissed.
And then there's the whole I played hurt. And then there was the drama that ensued from that. And then you think, oh, Alex Bregman might end up playing second base. And then Alex Bregman proceeds to take 0 ground balls at second base. Alex Bregman was the third baseman from the jump.
Right.
They trade Rafael Devers to the San Francisco Giants. You're thinking, okay, then this is our guy.
Yeah.
This is our guy. We'll, we'll have to hopefully extend him, and then talks continue, and then they get pushed to the offseason. We'll talk maybe an extension in the offseason. That didn't happen because you know why? You know who Alex Bregman's agent is?
Never heard of him.
Yeah, some guy was never going to discuss an extension, said we're going to free agency to get the offer that we should have gotten last year, waits it out. We get to the point of free agency where the Red Sox think we got this thing in the bag. He doesn't have any other serious suitors. We're just going to ride this thing out. in come the Cubs. They said, how about 175? And now he's a Chicago Cub. So if you're following that equation, one Alex Bregman plus the Chicago Cubs equals 0 third baseman for the Red Sox.
Yeah. It's a tough look, dude. It didn't sound like the money was that big of a deal. It was the no trade clause.
It was the no trade
reluctance
clause
to include that. Why? I think
you're asking me to explain the Red Sox front office motives.
Carabas say Sale got one and someone else got one.
Pedroia, I think.
I think those. But I mean, let's face it; those are two way long ago front offices. Let's not act like it's the same. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you're still talking about the same ownership group.
Yeah, but isn't.
I mean, they're at least playing a role.
Are we holding our GM to that tight of a leash to not allow them to use that card when it comes to? I don't want to say Bregman's a generational talent by any means, but it's definitely someone you can build an organization around.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
You don't have that chit that you can play, then just be like, I only get one of these. And
it came down to the no trade clause and the deferral and the structure of the deferrals.
By the way, CHIT.
Thanks. Yeah, I didn't want to have to mark this explicit. Yeah. Good save.
How much of the Rafi Devers trade had to do with the no trade clause? Like, you're not signing there if you think, well, I see that they just trade their guys away. I mean, Bogarts was traded and Devers was traded. If I'm going to sign here,
it had to play a role.
I'm not going to.
100%. And if we're looking in the mirror, like, how old was Rafi Devers when he had that big extension? Younger than Bregman now,
like 13.
And like I'm not throwing shade at Bregman. I think he's a very good player. I think at that time, Rafi Devers is better than what Bregman is now. I think he brought more to the table. Now, how Rafi has developed and what he's going to be is a whole different story. But like, I would still probably argue that Rafi Devers is more valuable than Alex Bregman. So it's like,
I think he was 27.
Yeah, if Bregman's looking in the mirror and he's like, "Look, let's face it, I'm good,
maybe
but I'm not.
26.
I'm not Rafi Devers," and they're willing to trade a homegrown guy like that. It's just
right,
dude. I'm not trying to throw shade. It does make me excited. I do like it. I do enjoy it. The whole whatever this whole dumpster fire of a situation is going, but it is like, it's a head scratcher. This is this is one of the weirdest series of events of like roster configuration. That's like one of the biggest fumbles.
They have done this with a star caliber player before. They did this with JD Martinez, where they just waited him out. They said, "We're calling your bluff. You've got nothing other than what we're offering you right now."
Yeah. And
Dave Dombrowski is like, "Take it or leave it, buddy." And JD is like, "All right, fine, I'll take it." And he ended up coming over, and then, that was that. I don't think you can play that same game, though, with Alex Bregman, because you very clearly are aware of other, like, it's been made public. There are other teams that are lurking around the corner to acquire his services, and you tried getting cute with the no trade clause and the deferral structure and all that, and you got left with nothing.
Well, what do we think of the fit in Chicago? Let's just get to that.
I mean, I think it sucks for him, just the way his game plays. I think you would have had it made in the shade if you would have stayed in Boston, stayed at Fenway, but now you go to a place where it quite literally comes down to which way the wind's blowing that day. Like, I mean, what you have to see that coming. I mean, I guess if you're Alex Bregman, you've got a young family, you like the guaranteed money, and maybe you just let your statistical trajectory take a little bit of a hit, I guess, or stronger of a hit. I don't know what that's going to end up looking like when it's all said and done, but maybe it just came down to the consistency of knowing you're going to be there. That it came down to the money. They were willing to bend, not break, but they were willing to bend where the Red Sox weren't. Maybe it was easier decision than we think for him.
Yeah, that's interesting. JB, can you do me a favor and look up his fly ball rate?
Yeah, so, well, I'll start with the expected home runs by park, adjusted by park on Savant, actually has 3 more home runs in Chicago than in Boston. So now those are every, you know what I'm saying? They don't play 162 at each park.
Yeah.
But the numbers actually, from where he's hitting it, actually favor Wrigley Field a little bit. It can't count wind.
Yeah.
Not accurately. So that point
Just
still
strictly
remains.
Dimensions.
But I think Bregman's bigger than just home runs too. So I think there's
that's
there's
why I was
more
asking
there.
the fly ball rate, because it's like
Pepper's the monster.
The strikeout percentage is way down. Like, he doesn't strike out very often. He's got bat to ball skills, and you're kind of joining a lineup that is very similar to that, right? Like Nico Horner, very good bat to ball skills. You have a PCA who's like transitioned his game to now focus on bat to ball skills and shortening up a little bit, and Ian Happ, and you've got like kind of an identity that I feel like is being created in Chicago that Alex Bregman could fit into. That's why I was curious about the fly ball rate, because it's like, if he is a big fly ball hitter, that I don't know. I think it's weird to see a very low strikeout percentage and a very high fly ball percentage. I feel like if you're low on strikeouts, you're probably on the lower side of fly ball, but I could be wrong.
26.6 fly ball rate, 23.3 line drive. So, but career 28.7.
Just, it seems like it's starting to fall, and he's starting to kind of figure his game out a little bit. I think it's an interesting fit. It's interesting what the whole, like, Matt Shaw didn't necessarily like jump off the page. A lot of build up around his name, but like didn't really do much, and still kind of a question mark. I mentioned Nico Horner, and like, I think I've seen it come out that the asking price would be very high if he ended up getting moved. I kind of like it. It's unique, and I feel like they're starting to create an identity.
Sort of goes without saying, but you lose a little bit of leverage trying to move either one of those two guys now that you brought Bregman in, because teams can see where you're at personnel-wise, and that you
But running through comments, Cubs fans love Nico Horner. I kept saying like, heart and soul of this team. Like, let's extend him and all of this kind of stuff. And
if that makes sense, that could be the move. And then Shaw is available. If not, then Shaw moves into that role. And I think you keep them both.
Yeah,
but
I
also,
agree.
if they have Nico and Dansby and Bregman, there's not an infield better.
Yeah.
Defensively.
Yeah.
There's not an infield better.
Well, and that's where I saw like the Giants maybe be interested in Nico Horner, and then that infield would be better. But I think it's interesting. I mean, they have a lot of names, and they've obviously added to pitching as well. So like, I kind of like what the Cubs are starting to do in a division that is up for grabs.
The Brewers won more games than anyone else last year.
It's up for grabs.
Cubs, though, are your favorite for that division. Even though we're talking about MLB's best record last year.
I think if Freddie gets moved, I think if Freddie gets moved, it kind of just like it's another Josh Hader move in that mindset, where it's like, why do the Brewers need to do that? And they look at this asset that they have, and they try to sell high, and you're like, did it make sense? You just came off a really good year. Like, I don't know. So if they move Freddie, which it sounds like it could happen,
But they moved Burns, they got first place. They moved Hader, they got first place. They moved Craig Counsell, they got first place. I don't know what are they doing?
Good ball. They definitely play good ball.
I hate them.
I like the Cubs rotation, and I like this ad.
I've never seen a guy go more back and forth on the Brewers than Nate. I think the last place we left it was that he had finally come around on them and respected their game. But now it seems as though he's walking that back and says that they're
like the Cubs.
Mediocre at best.
Just shoving words in there, are you?
Well, you did say the division was up for grabs, and they kind of steamrolled the league last year.
Yeah, does that say more about the Brewers, or does it say more about the lack of competitiveness in the division?
3 playoff team division.
That's just the way it shook out.
Thanks to the Mets.
I'm not falling for that trap. Yeah.
Yeah. What are we talking about? Come on, don't fall for that one.
Thanks. Next.
Well, we're talking pitching. Let's keep it moving down the line here. Still talking about the Red Sox. Ranger Suarez, you can't even call it a pivot move because it's not an infielder. You still have voids in the infield, specifically at third and second. Which just an insane series of events. You came into the offseason saying you needed a big bat. You needed a number 2. And I think the assumption was that you were going to bring Alex Bregman back. Their first move was to get Sonny Gray. And we're sitting there going, is that the number 2? Seemed like that was going to be the case. It wasn't until today when they signed Ranger Suarez to a 5-year, $130 million deal, which seemingly came from the clouds. I thought he was going to Baltimore. I thought he was a lock for Baltimore. Seemed like he made a lot of sense there. The Red Sox were just like, yeah, we've got money. Sure, let's spend some money. And they threw it at Ranger Suarez. I don't know where, and we'll get into this maybe a little bit here in a minute. I don't know where this leaves them in the Bo Bichette conversation. Prior to this deal they made with Ranger Suarez, aka actually spending real American currency, I had no reason to believe, I had no faith that they would, redivert the money towards a guy like Bo Bichette. This money that they were able to get from the Devers situation.
Like a PR move? Like what was this?
I don't know. I don't want to. I'm hesitant to call it a panic move because I feel I'm a big Ranger Suarez guy.
Panic move. I like Ranger Suarez.
I like Ranger Suarez. I would have preferred 3, maybe 4 years, but I guess to get a guy like that, you got to push it to 5 because another guy where we know that there was multiple suitors, so it's not exactly like you can wait that one out either. No, I'm just saying I would have preferred a shorter deal.
Sounds like an overpay. You're saying same AAV?
I mean, what does that come out to? 5, 130? I mean,
26.
it's not so much about the money. It's just about I would feel so confident in a 3-year, maybe even 4-year deal looking very good. But 5 is when I just don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like when it's all said and done.
He ain't a 2. He ain't a 2 by that point at the end of the contract.
Right.
Is what you're saying. Yeah. That's a nice 1, 2, 3 though.
Yeah.
That's a nice 1, 2, 3. I think there's a lot of teams in this league that would be thrilled with that 1, 2, 3.
It's a nice 1 through 5 right now. I mean, 6 and 7 ain't bad either.
Yeah, are they going 6-man rotation? Or
Dude, I don't know.
What are they
I don't
doing?
know. I hope they offload somebody because right now it's looking
Who's out?
like it's Crochet, Suarez, Gray, Oviedo. Bayo, Oviedo, and then you got Connolly early in there as well.
Yep.
So And then Peyton Tolley is going
to
he's going to be, I don't know if he's going to be like a spot start guy this year, like a second half more consistent kind of guy, but who's really say? But all in all, it's been a roller coaster.
What a stupid offseason. Strange.
It got even stupider when, well, it depends on who you ask, I guess, but maybe for Nolan Arenado, a breath of fresh air. Nolan Arenado getting shipped to Arizona, finally ending the saga that was Nolan Arenado's Cardinal tenure.
B plus transition, by the way.
It's fine. It's not one of my best, but can't win them all.
Yeah.
I would like to see you take over the transition game. Let's see.
That's not what I do.
I'll put you in that seat.
You guys keep getting all your buttons that you get to press. You get the nice stuff where it connects to your lights. You're lucky I'm here. You know, that's
well, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I'm a Red Sox fan.
Yeah, so let's talk Nolan Arenado. Now going to be posting
JB's
up.
Got to show me how to do that.
Going to be posting up in Arizona. Josh, you seem to take issue with this move. For what reason, I'm not exactly sure. It seemed to me, based on your take, that you failed to take into consideration the human element here.
Ooh.
It's not.
Yeah,
it's,
I
I'm
think
not,
so.
It's not an
Yeah.
attack.
Whoa, that's a
just an observation.
It's worth saying. Initial thoughts were that the Cardinals just dumped a future Hall of Famer for $11 million. And I mean, for a guy who hasn't thrown a professional pitch yet and was drafted in the 8th round. So like that's what it seemed like. I'll let you make your point.
I think I saw the Cardinals between what were the did they kick in?
It was
money
Arenado, Gray, and who am I missing here?
Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
Yeah.
They kicked in money for him too. I think I read it was like $59 million.
Yeah, 59. Yeah, Arenado, Gray, Contreras. Yep. Did I also see that they have no players under contract beyond this season?
What are we doing?
That can't be accurate.
The Cardinals, when they hit the reset button, they do it faster than most teams. And that's the annoying thing.
This isn't rip off the Band-Aid. This is like just cut off a limb. This is insane.
They don't care about the money. They've got the money. They're moving pieces. I mean, they're really going to rely on JJ Weatherholt this year. And I mean, I don't know.
Can I see your future Hall of Famer take and raise you a Cody Bellinger take? To me, believe me, I'm a big Nolan Arenado guy. Calling him a future Hall of Famer gives me flashbacks to like as recently as this season. Honestly, this offseason, because I'm still seeing the tag thrown around where it's like former MVP Cody Bellinger. It's like we're at a different stage of the game now. Like I don't know if that tag necessarily matters right here, right now. It's like it's almost like I mean, it's not the greatest example because he actually threw well, but it's like having a gripe if you pull Clayton Kershaw from a game too early, which happened many times, but it's like, we're talking about a future Hall of Famer here. But it's like, yeah, but the guy's like 80 years old. This isn't Clayton Kershaw of like 20, age 25. You know what I mean? So it's like, is his defensive ability still there? Yes, to the same degree. I would have to look more closely at the numbers, but I would probably lean no, but still top tier defender.
Sure.
His offense has presumably regressed. So if you combine that with the fact that they've been shopping him for some time, there was bad blood there. I don't know if they ended up, reconciling to any degree or whatever, but They clearly didn't want him there. Didn't really seem like Nolan wanted to be there. It just seemed like when I saw that, I'm like, okay, it seems like all parties involved can breathe now.
Yeah, that's where the take breaks down. When like I said, the initial thought was, what are you doing? I'm okay. Like, I understand moving him. I was blown away that it wasn't like that you did.
It wasn't a different result.
Like, it felt like you were treating him a certain way by saying, like, dude, we only need to save 11 million to get rid of you. And it's like, this is a guy who is one of the dudes from the time he's been here. But the part where that breaks down is from Arenado's side. If he wanted out, what are you going to do? It's not treating him any way, one way or another, if he's saying, you got to get me out of here.
Well, you also used the word earlier, it was leverage. And they were shopping him for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it's obvious that, like, the asking price wasn't met. It's crazy to me that the asking price is now, look, no disrespect, a nobody. And 75% of the money, whatever it was, like, that's, come on. I don't understand what I don't get that. That's not anything. That's not competitive. It's not intelligent. That's not good business. I don't know what it is. And to me, I feel like the asking price was probably higher at last year's trade deadline and probably last year's offseason. And then you waited too long and it spoiled and you sold low. And now there are rumors about moving Brendan Donovan too. And it's like, what is this team? What are we doing? Why are we now moving? Why are we talking about moving guys under control? It's just strange. They operate strangely. They operated strangely with Ali Marmol and the whole Wilson Contreras debacle. Is he a catcher? Is he not? And then it's weird of, like, you're immediately shopping, Goldie and Arenado, and then it's this strange action with Jordan Walker. Like, is he a third baseman? Is he an outfielder? Let's bring him up. Let's bring him down. Let's send him down when he's succeeding. It's weirdo activity. I don't like anything happening in St. Louis. And to burn it down and start over at a loss, at a massive loss, with nothing coming back in return is so strange. Makes no sense. And the Diamondbacks infield, by the way, is loaded with talent. You couldn't get one of those names back. You couldn't get Jordan Lawler in return. You couldn't get Blaze Alexander in return. Like, there's nothing that you're wanting to get back. You're kicking in 30+ million. What are we doing?
I think
that's not competing.
I think $5 million of that is still being paid by Colorado.
Now that's another dumpster fire I don't want to address.
Speaking of Colorado, let's talk about Bichette. And I'm not talking about his
That's
dad.
Fancy.
We're
That's
talking
fancy.
about Bo.
That's an A-.
Bo knows. Going back to what we were saying earlier about this possibly being a name that could end up in Boston. Can't say at this point that I see that being the end result, but has been floated around. It seems like Phillie is the move there. And I said to you guys earlier today, where I was like, I'm finally giving in to talking about some of these rumors that we're hearing. And I gotta say, a little pat myself on the back. I feel like I did a pretty good job at holding off until we got to a point in the offseason where we're looking at a couple names in Bo Bichette and Kyle Tucker where it's got to be a matter of days. And that's the only reason I really wanted to bring up either of those names is because I feel like the list of teams for both, we've dwindled it down to the who's really truly left at the table wanting to make a move here. And I think for Bo Bichette, that involves the Phillies, and I guess for the sake of conversation, I'll include the Red Sox. it seems like that's kind of it.
Yeah.
There's always a mystery team.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't talk about it, but like the Padres were super in on Nolan Arenado. Like that was like a big, I mean, they tried hard for that. So it's like, are they the mystery team? Or are they?
And they're going to make him a first baseman too.
Yeah. Like, are they thinking of something a little bit different, a little bit weird? I don't know.
Who's his second for them now?
Nice. Kim?
No, he's in Atlanta.
Is Xander back to short full time? Like that's a
right.
full on
I
thing.
think so.
Cronenworth back to second, or is he staying at first?
Cronenworth was at first. You're right, though.
Yeah.
There is somebody at second.
I'm not
Oh
blanking
my
on.
gosh.
I thought
No,
they
it is
plugged
Cronenworth.
first base.
Arise is it? Is it?
Arise is a
No,
free
Arise
agent.
a free agent. I thought
Oh.
they plugged first somewhere else though.
True.
I don't know.
I'll get it.
That
Keep
could be an
going.
interesting name.
Keep going, I'll get it.
Or an interesting place, I should say.
I don't think there's a mystery team here.
No, I
Sung Mun Song.
nailed
Sure.
it.
Sung, yeah, Moon
Sure.
Song.
I would love Bo in Philly. I mean, I'd love him in
I
Boston.
do too.
But that goes back to the point I was saying earlier this offseason where I'm like, figure out places. If you're the Phillies, figure out where you can hit the reset button, freshen things up a little bit, get new blood coming into 2026, and go for it again. You don't need to completely level it to the ground.
Yeah, I
you
agree.
don't need to be shipping Bryce out of town like I saw some Philly fans calling for. Insane. A guy like Castellanos, okay, it's been fun. Here's the door.
You're gonna have to kick in money to move him.
Bring in a guy like Bo. You're still in great shape for the season. You're still going to be a contender in October.
But what I was wondering is, are they that different than where the Yankees are? Like, is Bryson Stott now a platoon guy? Do they move him? Right? The same thing for the Yankees. Is
Well, no, he was
Jazz.
He'd play third. He would play third
So-
for the Phils.
So Bohm,
Bohm,
that's why I'm
yes.
saying it's the same
Bohm
thing.
would have
Like,
to get shipped out.
the Yankees would have to move Jazz. The Phillies would have to move Bohm. I don't think it's that far off. I know there's a little bit extra fluff. The fact that Donnie Baseball is now the bench coach there in Philly, and there's a little bit of ties there. But like, it is I don't know where the Yankees are at because I can't really tell. It seems like a big trade is coming because they're loading up on pitching, but the Phillies, outside of vibes, it's an interesting move because it has to be followed or predicated with a move.
Well, Bohm only has 1 year left, kind of like the Nico Horner situation, except
Yeah.
he's not the lifeblood
Not
of the
Nico Horner.
organization.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
and Stott's probably the best fielder of that infield. I guess
like
there's
Stott.
a,
He's
there's
a
a
fan
scenario
favorite, too.
where
They
Stott
love
goes to third
Yeah.
and Bo goes to second just because of that. If that's just depends on what they want to
Stott's
do.
an athlete.
That's
He
what
can
I was
move
saying
around.
is that like it's interesting because now you're talking about two guys finding two new positions.
Bohm would be the guy to go. I think it's that
Yeah.
simple.
Yeah.
Because
Two
we
guys
already
in
know
two
he's
new
been looking.
positions.
They've been looking to move him.
Yeah.
He's been on the block. This would come as no surprise if they decided to move him.
You don't know how much I hear that.
He's been on the block.
Well, no, every show I hear that it's coming. that we're going after Bohm. It's
good
fans,
fit.
fans wise,
great
not
The
rumors.
Pirates?
Oh yeah. Oh, the Pirates fans. I'm not saying that's Pirates
you say
fans
it
are
like that?
convinced it's over.
I didn't know what
They're
team we're
just-
talking about. I'm like,
Sorry.
the
Yeah.
Pirates?
Yeah. It's
that's-
ridiculous. That's all I hear.
That's fantastic. As you know, I'm a big Pirates guy. Let's talk Kyle Tucker, another name that's floating out there that we've alluded to. Seems as though the Mets have been the latest team to make some noise there. They have offered a short-term deal worth about $50 million per year. I think I said it yesterday when this news broke, or I think I said this whenever the news broke. There's being aggressive and overpaying for a guy that has multiple suitors that you need to get, and then there's being stupid, and this is being stupid. $50 million. I don't care how many years. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. $50 million for Kyle Tucker.
I feel like they came in and just completely ruined the market because we've like heard about the possibility of a shorter term, higher AAV deal. And then it's like, what is this? No one's going to do this. No one else is going to do this. This is a full on desperation move, and it's reckless. It's dumb. You have plenty of other holes that you need to plug, and you didn't. And let's put another lefty behind Soto who plays the same position. Yeah, you can move him to left, but it's like strange activity. And you threw a number out there that I don't think anyone else is going to mess with. So I could see it happening. I could see him being a Met.
I mean, it's not like they I don't know. It's not as if the Mets have to blow it up, and it's not that I'm not saying that that's what they've done to this point, but like you said, there are holes that still exist, and I just don't know if throwing a simply stupid amount of money at Kyle Tucker is going to fix what is really a bigger issue of having multiple, let's just call it weak spots around the diamond.
Big time weak spots.
Not to mention you have no pitching.
What?
Do you get the sense that they feel they have to do it to convince somebody to get in there? I mean, do they feel like,
I'm just
think of the Alonso stuff. Do people not want to be there?
It's weird because it's like, why not spend a little bit of that money that you're now offering towards Pete, who's proven in your market, who's a stat leader amongst your franchise and who's right-handed and who plays first base. It's like, that makes more sense. I don't know. I don't understand the breakup there to then pivot towards something that doesn't make sense as far as roster configuration. It's odd. Typical Mets. I don't know. I don't know what other thing to say about them anymore. There's plenty of pitchers out there you could have snagged by now, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I think this is what we wanted when Steve Cohen came to town. I think we said, all right, finally we've got an owner that's just going to come in and just throw stupid money at the team, see what sticks, and then just roll out as strong of a team of superstars as he can. And he got there, like, not even really to the level of the Dodgers, but he got the team to a point where it's like, this team has to do something. They didn't. And I just wonder if they've learned to adjust yet, or if it's still the philosophy of, well, let's just throw money at whoever it is that we want, or if we have to pivot, we'll double down.
They're pushing their chips in the middle of the table at awkward times. It doesn't make sense. Like, you're doing it at weird times and you're not doing it in a coordinated way. I get it if you're like, you know what? Let's bring Pete back. Let's go get Framber or Ranger before Ranger signed. And then let's go make a trade. And like, all of a sudden you just had like a semi-intelligent pushing of chips in the middle of the table in the same offseason. And now you're just doing like one big, I'm going all in every offseason, and it's aimless. And it is slowly building what you're trying to build instead of just like making strategic moves. Does that make sense?
Yeah. You know, it doesn't make sense. The Tigers countering in this Tarek Skubal arbitration at $19 million. Look, I've really spent the last few days trying to wrap my head around the reality. What is reality? That the Tigers will have to sit in the same room as the back-to-back Cy Young winner in Tarek Skubal and explain why he's not worth the money that he's requesting. And I haven't made sense of it yet.
Yeah, I don't know. Talk
Talk
about burn a bridge.
Like
in the middle of it being built.
I've heard our guy Dallas, friend of the pod, he was talking about I think he was involved in a conversation. I don't know if he necessarily took the stance, but I heard him in a conversation talking about how this is the Tigers trying to preserve the arbitration process and not necessarily just blowing it up over one player, because once you sort of open up this box, you can't put it back, because really what they're trying to do is they're trying to top Soto's 31 million record for arbitration by going 32. It's just what they came in with, and the Tigers, like I said, countered at 19 million. I just don't know if this is the guy that I'm trying to,
countering at 19 is like a decision. You made a decision to be $12 million off.
A decision was certainly made.
You didn't counter at 25. You even counter at 27. You countered at 19. He's as good as gone.
For the record, I'm not sure that's how that works.
Don't say that.
What?
I don't know how that works either.
I think that each the club and the players submit their numbers
blindly.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a counter.
But
we can't come to terms. I'm submitting a number, you're submitting a number. They still can settle.
I think
until the hearing.
There's a conversation before those are submitted, though, right?
Sure, and they could disclose what they're going to say.
Yeah.
But for the Tigers, just to play devil's advocate, and then you guys, I'll let you cook here, but that's still a record arbitration number for a pitcher. Soto had a 4th year of arbitration. This is only Skubal's 3rd. Mm-hmm. It's still the 2nd largest increase, like raise in arbitration. DeGrom got 9-something million of an increase. This is 8.85. So, like, the Tigers are still doing like a lot in this as far as what they could defend. But it's, like I said, when you get that 4th year of arbitration, you can push it farther than that. Soto's 3rd year of arbitration was 17 million. So this would be even higher than that if you consider 3rd year. I don't know that this is an easy decision for an arbiter to make because of those sort of things.
Yeah, but what's funny is that, like, the key word you said was defend. And it's the fact that, like, for those who don't know, this is actually done in court.
Yeah.
And there's actual lawyers, and you're talking about a Tigers lawyer who's needing to argue against Tarek Skubal, putting up back-to-back Cy Youngs.
He's going to have to bring up 3 years ago.
Good luck. Yeah, like, you have nothing, you have no material here. I don't know what you're going to say. I have no idea what you're going to say. Dumb.
Who's freaking out more? The Tigers? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to settle, who's freaking out more right now? If they lose, they pay out $30 million. They're going to be more motivated to come to an agreement before that hearing than Skubal, who will still make $19 million and be fine.
Yeah. Tigers are squirming.
It won't matter. He's not going to be there.
Yeah. Is he going to be a Dodger?
Stop. You know who's not going to be a Dodger or probably a member of any other team, because I think this is the end of the road? Max Kepler, PED suspension, 80-game suspension, tested positive for epitrenbolone.
Nailed it.
He is a free agent. Some other notes here: will be ineligible for the 2026 postseason, regardless of if or when he signs. Coming off a year in which he hit 216 as a platoon outfielder. So look, if this is, this is
See ya.
what exists on the sauce, on the juice, I don't
See ya.
not particularly sure what teams are thinking they're going to get off,
I don't know what to say.
I guess, well, I won't say
Tough.
every player, but I guess players such as Max Kepler get to a point. They make a decision. They say, is this worth the risk? Will it even pan out? Will it even end up the way I'm hoping?
Can I go further down from here?
I
Is
just
there
hit
a
216.
rocker off bottom?
Yeah, I just hit 216.
Wow.
What can I do this offseason to try to get back, see if I could get it out of my system before the spring? We've seen this happen in the offseason a ton. It's a shame, but was he done before this too?
Probably.
Was this the last ditch effort?
I mean, he maybe could have signed on as just like a depth guy, but I wouldn't have counted on it. I wouldn't have put any money down on it, but
Yeah.
Sucks.
it's probably the end of the road.
See ya, dude. Twin legend.
Speaking of twin legend, Byron Buxton has agreed to join Team USA for the World Baseball Classic. You can also add Ernie Clement.
Like, enter our faces on Dwayne Wade and LeBron James alley-oop right there. That was completely set up for you.
Ernie
no. Did the reference hurt you a little bit? You don't care about basketball, do you? You dropped your pen, so I wasn't sure.
Oh, no, I just dropped it.
No.
Guy just likes to drop his pen. I don't
I
know.
don't know if
Pick
that
up
was
the
like
baseball
a
again.
Cleveland freak out or anything.
Nope.
No. All right.
So anyway, Byron Buxton and Ernie Clement have agreed to play for Team USA, and that's
We're stacked, bro.
That's
It's
our
done.
that's our bench. That's our depth.
It's our bench. Suck it, Japan.
Well, let's get to Miami first.
We're going. If the whole squad is there rooting them on, we're going.
What are you talking about?
We're going. Whole squad. Us three right here. We're going to Houston. We're going to root them on. We can move on
I said
to
Miami. We got to get to Miami, which is where we would
And they're
see Japan.
they're getting to Miami, no problem. I'm already past that. Mentally, I'm past that.
Okay.
Brazil. Great Britain. What are we doing?
Did you see Griffin Jacks too?
Griffin Jacks and
Gabe Spire.
Gabe Spire. You know him, you love him.
Well,
I've
did you
never
see the
heard
Griffin
Gabe
Jacks
Spire,
thing,
no
though?
offense.
He's actually a captain in the U.S. Air Force Reserves.
Who's this?
Griffin Jacks?
I did know that. Well, I wouldn't have
How
told you
cool
his
is that,
rank,
though?
but I
Let's
knew
roll.
I knew his association. Yeah,
I thought that was really cool.
yeah.
That's big. That's huge. I like that. It's good for the clubhouse.
Good for morale.
Just an occasional pinch run. We don't even need him, dude. We have PCA and Corbin Carroll. What is Byron Buxton going to do? He's going to play against Venezuela. That's what he's going to do. Brazil and Venezuela. He's going to get his starts there.
Who are you talking about?
Griffin Jacks is a pitcher.
Byron Buxton. That's what I just said.
Buxton.
You're all over the place, dude. You're talking.
You brought him up.
You're talking about like pinch run.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, we're talking Griffin Jacks because of
I've
the
moved on. Yeah, that was neat.
the reserves, and then
That was
you're
neat.
like, yeah,
The
I get a
whole
pinch
point of
run.
this was Byron Buxton.
Fair
What is
enough.
he
Going
gonna-
back to
what-
Buxton.
What are we going to do? I mean, we're loaded.
Yeah, he'll get innings like 5 through 9 against
Yeah.
Italy and Brazil and Great Britain, probably.
Italy.
I don't
that's right. We don't have Venezuela, do we? Is that
No,
ours?
no, that was last 2023. Look, no disrespect, but maybe I'm way overthinking this. Are we just automatically granting the center field role to PCA?
Yeah.
I mean, I know the hype is there. I know the first half of last year was there, but we're also talking about
more
Byron
caution
Buxton.
around Byron Buxton.
Sure. And would not be surprised if PCA gets 98% of the innings in pool
Corbin
play.
Carroll can play center field
Corbin
too.
Carroll. Okay, so
Corbin Carroll's going to be playing center field. What am I talking about? Aaron Judge is going to be in right.
but didn't we have was Carroll late? Why do I feel like I've seen
Carroll
mock lineups with PCA in the lineup? Was Carroll a late ad and maybe
I thought they joined right around the same time.
Did he?
I thought.
I don't know why I've seen PCA in certain lineups, but yeah, no, you're right. Either way, Buxton's on our bench, which is silly.
Yeah.
Anywho's,
We have no holes. That's the reality. We have no holes.
not a one.
Not one hole. Coming for that ass, Japan.
All right, this conversation is getting real weird. Holes. Yeah, no,
You
we're
made
good.
it weird. You made it weird.
Oh, don't act like you didn't do that on purpose. Relax.
It's time for trivia.
Nope. It's time for. It's on here somewhere.
Hit the button.
It's time for
Murray's question of the week.
Murray's question of the week. Murray wants to know, what is our weird, irrational fear? And Josh apparently had to look this up because I guess he's never heard the phrase irrational fear before.
I appreciated the look up, though.
Thank you.
That's fair.
I want to make sure that I don't say something stupid.
Sure. Yeah. Well, yeah, you did send us the Google definition of it. And then I was starting to second guess myself. I'm like, wait, do I actually even know what an irrational fear is?
So yeah, and what
By
it did was
definition.
it moved it into a phobia, which made it. I was like, well, okay, this is easy. Bees. I'm allergic to bees. I'm afraid of bees because I'm allergic to them. So I put that in, and I was like, da 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 da. And I'm, little co-pilot chat. Co-pilot comes back and says, if you're allergic, that's not irrational.
Yeah, co-pilot says you're an idiot.
I'm like, oh, co-pilot, thanks.
No, I'm kidding.
Totally rational. I like bees.
No, you don't. Who says that?
What?
Other than an apiarist. Who
It's
says
funny.
that?
It's funny. I have dumped
Super.
an entire energy drink on Katie when I thought there was a bee in the car. It was a butterfly. But I threw that thing.
What
Anyway,
crazy.
listen,
Well,
I'll keep
man.
it baseball
Also.
specific here. I'll keep it baseball specific. Acrophobia.
We would actually prefer that you not.
That's all right. Fear of heights. It's not like I'm getting panic attacks and all that stuff. I get nervous around heights, looking over a shopping mall.
But
How irrational is that?
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like, these are just fears because
But here's the thing.
Because I would tell you that my worst fear is deep, dark water. But that's not irrational because you can literally die.
There's stuff in there.
There's stuff in there. You could get eaten. You could fall overboard. People, believe it or not, people
drown.
have died in deep, dark water. Like there's proof.
Not irrational.
Not irrational.
So I can't go to a baseball game without thinking about it. Foul ball, second deck, I'm thinking, gosh, I hope nobody falls.
Oh, so when we go to the WBC in Houston,
We
Are you
couldn't
just gonna
sit in
be-
row A. We can't sit in row A.
Are you
I
gonna
won't
be-
stand.
you're going to be walking around the concourse for 9 innings.
I won't stand. I'll just be sitting there. Like, I'll want to. And then I'll be like, it's too close.
Nate and I are going to sit on
Just get
either
one of those
side of you.
leashes.
No, we're going to sit
Man.
on either side of him and just grab him just randomly throughout the game. Just
Yeah.
So the next thing is like I do this, right? And then I think every time like nobody's falling. And then Pittsburgh went nuts this year. Guy fell off the Clemente wall at Acrisure Stadium where the Steelers play. 2 guys fell off things. One of them was a cameraman.
Who?
They fell off of the.
That's Heinz.
And that, yeah, you're right. It is. I was trying to be good about it, but it's definitely Heinz Feld. And then
Heinz Feldians.
And then at the Penguins game, a guy fell off the second deck down into the first. All this year. Maybe it's not irrational.
Fully rational.
I mean, we haven't even gotten into Josh Hamilton and that story. I mean, sad stories all over the place.
I don't have an answer for this. I don't
so
really
let's get rid of the irrational one, maybe.
No.
I've got one answer, and I don't know how. I don't know how much of a fear it is.
I'm gonna look some up, but one just came to mind because it's stupid, which makes it irrational. It's like an irrational fear. An example of irrational fear would be like having a fear of falling into the toilet while you're going to the bathroom.
That sounds irrational.
Extremely irrational.
A snake coming out of the toilet.
That's big for me. That's big.
Yeah.
I think of that often.
You're gonna pencil that one in?
No, but that's a great example and one I have experienced personally.
You gotta peek sometimes. What do you got?
I guarantee you there have been snakes that have come up through the toilet.
I believe it. I'll get mine out. I'll just clear the deck here. The only thing I could think of is like if I order a chicken sandwich and I bite into it and it's just cold pink raw in the middle of it.
This is so weird.
And that's like my first bite into a chicken sandwich that I order is typically a smaller bite.
Again, not an irrational fear. That's a very normal thing to be concerned about given the like potential illness that could come from it. That seems rather rational.
All right.
An irrational fear would be biting into the chicken sandwich and it exploding. Like that's an irrational fear.
So it's just made up. It's a made up fear.
Right. No, I would think that
it's called irrational for a reason.
Yeah, I would think that every single time you bite into a chicken sandwich, like I'll give you that. Like that does feel because you don't want to be like that.
But that's
you want to
almost
just
like
eat
OCD.
a chicken sandwich and let it. Yeah, exactly.
That's OCD at that point.
But that's what I'm saying. Like every time there's a foul ball, I'm thinking, please don't. That's where it becomes irrational, in my opinion. But like not like the way that you look up definitions, because it's like if you bust into cold sweats and have panic attacks for it, like.
What about like
I don't have anything like that.
Having to give a presentation at work that you're not prepared for.
Yeah, that's everyone.
And I don't give presentations, but I'm.
Yeah, but again, public speaking, it's been the data shows.
I don't understand the qualifications.
The data shows that people would rather die than public speak.
Then name one.
Wow.
I'm dead serious. I'm not even making that up.
That is a phobia, right?
Not even making that up.
Yes.
What do you have?
I honestly, I mean, it's like pretty rational fear, but the odds of it happening are so small. But I guess I could pencil in the snake coming up the toilet hole.
Ooh, I got one.
Okay, what do you got?
I got one. Someone living in your attic and you're not knowing.
Oh, okay.
Okay, but are you just thinking of this, or is this something that you actually?
No. This is something I thought about one time because, like, not one time. It's sometimes I'm like laying in bed and I hear a little crickle crackle up above me, and I'm like.
We gotta ask Paige how many times he sat up and said, he's up there. He's up there right now.
She calls me autistic because she's like, you're so weird with sounds. She's like, you hear every little sound everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, something's living up there. I don't know if it's a human.
Are there squirrels in Chandler, Arizona?
Not a big squirrel population.
I mean, do you have any? Like, have you seen a squirrel out there?
If anything's living up there, it's one of those like what's the not the good doves, but like the pigeon type doves.
I think they're just called pigeons.
No, there's some.
You just named two birds. I think you're talking about
but
the
there's
pigeons.
one that looks like there's like a dove. There's like a dove that looks like a pigeon, but it's technically a dove. It's like a mourning dove.
Sure.
They're aggressive in our neighborhood.
A rock dove?
No, that doesn't check any boxes.
I just looked up
pigeon
type dove.
That could be living in my attic. So if it makes me fearful a little because I'm laying there and there's crickling and cracking.
Yeah, and he could eat you. He could fly down and eat you and carry you away.
Not
feed you to his babies
specifically. It's just something living up there that I don't know about, and I'm like, what are you doing up there?
Yeah,
and I've never been up there.
All
You've
right.
Never been up there?
I feel like I'm the only one that's answered this question.
I quite literally answered the question like 3 minutes ago. I said snakes coming up the toilet hole, biting me in the booty cheeks. Like that's no fun.
He ain't going for the cheeks.
I'm sure that'll get clipped. That's fun.
I would call that irrational just for the fact that like I've never thought of that, which you may have just ruined my life.
I've laid some snakes in the toilet before, but
all right. Well, let's move on to trivia. Let's do trivia.
Can we salvage this at all?
Let's talk.
Train is off the tracks, JB.
All right. Well, let's get it back on. We talked Bregman, Arenado, Bichette could be moving to third. A lot of third base talk. So, trivia. There are 29 players who have played at least 150 games at third base over the last 3 years. With an OPS of 725, Nolan Arenado ranks number 18 on that list.
Name the other 24.
Can you name the top 10 again? Or just to reset here.
Whatever.
OPS, top 10, last 3 seasons, players with at least 150 games at third base. Bonus points if you tell me who's the only guy on this list with 100 home runs.
On this list, Manny Machado.
Manny Machado, number 8.
Jose Ramirez.
Jose Ramirez, number 2.
Where's Arenado on this list?
Number 18.
And you're asking for the top 10.
You're just asking for the top 10. We don't want to go crazy.
Sure. How you said
I
how many
have the
total? Did you say 24 or 29?
There are 29 total players who have played 150 games over the last 3 years. Not in each of the last 3 years. Literally over the last 3 years.
Rafael Devers.
Rafael Devers, number 1, 857 OPS.
Seems like a perfect guy you'd want to ship out.
Did you big time? Did you say there's a bonus for over 100 home runs? What did you say about that?
There's only one of them. There's only one.
We haven't named him yet.
We haven't named him yet.
Hang on. Oh, Gino Suarez.
He is number 9. He is number 9. Are you answering the 100 home run question too? I didn't know if you were going straight with the 100, because I got to tell you whether you're right or wrong there.
This is 100 over the last 3 combined.
Mm-hmm. There's only one on this list. Were you asking for bonus points or not?
Are we?
Hold on, we'll put a pin in that. We'll come back to that.
Okay, so we're at 9. He's at 9.
He's at 9. So you've got Machado at 8, 8 and 9. Yep, 1, 2, 8 and 9 right now. Devers, Jose Ramirez, Manny Machado, Eugenio Suarez.
Wow.
It gets kind of thin.
Wait, there's 29 guys that fit this bill over just the last 3 years.
The fit the bill is just 150 games. 150 games at third base.
But just over the 29. But just over the last 3 years.
Yeah,
is what you're saying.
That feels like a small number of guys to me. You only have to play 150 games at third.
Yeah.
Because you think about Devers, who's played a lot of games at first, he still got to 150 at third.
Too soon. Let's talk.
It's fair.
Let's talk.
What about a Michael Garcia?
Ooh, see, that's a
no.
I wonder if he hasn't gotten there because he's not on the list. He is on the list. No, he's number 22.
No, stop. Don't fluff him up. That wasn't.
I thought he wasn't on the list, and so I was like, has he not played 150 at third? But he is. He's number 22.
Bregman.
There you go, number 6.
Yeah,
I was like, some of these aren't as hard as you think.
Yeah.
So what do we got now?
So you have 1, 2, 6, 8, and 9. You have Suarez, Machado, Bregman, Ramirez, Devers.
And the threshold is OPS of 8.
It's just the top 10 in OPS.
Oh, just top 10. Okay.
Yeah, number 10 has a 773 OPS. So we're looking for that or better. And Devers was number 1 with 857. The thing is just think of third baseman.
What was Machado? Who was 9? We said someone.
Suarez, 775.
Machado was
775.
8
so we're
or 6.
We're in that mid 7s.
Say that again, Kyle.
Was Machado 8 or 6?
Machado was 8, 792. 6 was Bregman, 796.
We're in the mid 7s. We can't think of anything crazy here.
I can tell you top 5. Yeah, top 5 is 800 and better.
See, what's making me wonder, I have a name, but I'm not sure about the OPS.
Matt Chapman?
Yeah.
Matt Chapman is number 10 on the list.
Oh.
Boom.
What's that OPS?
That's a 773.
That's higher than I would have guessed. No,
101 doubles. 101 doubles for him.
Yeah.
Only 3 guys here that got to 100 doubles. Devers with a 101 as well, and Jose Ramirez with 109.
Ooh,
all right.
Tell me if Royce Lewis is on the list.
Royce Lewis
150
is
games
number
push.
13.
That's true.
He's number 13. Yeah,
it's better than what, 22nd for Michael
Hey,
Garcia?
dude, Michael Garcia is a stud.
No disrespect.
It's
take
the
that
last
back.
3 years for Michael Garcia that kind of threw it off, right? The OPS
Sure.
800 this year, but the last 2 years before that was 681 and 614.
So what do we have left position wise? I know I keep asking.
So you have number 3, number 4, number 5, number 7 left.
3, 4, 5, 7.
3, 4, 5.
All right, what are we missing here, dude? We're missing somebody.
Yeah, you're missing some names, at least a couple names. I would say 2 names missing.
I want people to know, and because I keep getting this on
Yeah.
some of the clips I post out on social, they think like, how could you forget this
They're
name,
mean.
this
People are
team,
mean.
that person, this
Yeah.
person? It's so much harder when you're on the spot.
100%.
Trust me.
And I have confidence in telling you that you can get them. I'm looking at the names. It's easy for me to say.
Exactly.
I feel like Austin Riley doesn't meet.
There you go. Number
does?
5.
He's 7?
He's number 5.
5?
804. 804.
Wow. No disrespect, guy.
72 homers. I shouldn't tell you that because that would ruin Austin Riley for the 100 homers, but 78 doubles.
Isaac Paredes.
Hey, number 7. That was actually the one that I thought might have been the hardest one. 793.
That's a pull, guy.
How about
Yeah.
that? Also,
Yeah, so you're just
potential
missing 3 and 4.
3 and 4. All right. So
Yeah,
these
four's the tougher one.
This
I
is
would
8.
think.
This is 800 and above, OPS wise.
Number 4 has an 812 OPS. Number 3 has an 830 OPS. And I can give you age ranges if we want to get this thing going. Number 3 has done this between age 32 and 34. Number 4 between the ages 19 to 21. And the 150 games are, I mean, most everything is pretty weighted to 2025. Like the 2023, he played 7 games.
Jordan
Just to let you know. No?
No. I did think Baltimore, but I was like, no.
Yeah, Westberg, I don't think he has not gotten to 150 at third base because he's moved around a little bit.
A lot of second.
Yeah.
Max
Although
Muncy?
I think he falls, when I did this in a couple other ways, I think he falls just out of the top
That's
10
a high
as well.
OPS though. Max Muncy's got to have a pretty decent OPS.
Max Muncy, number 3, 830
Yeah.
OPS.
Nice. Okay, so now
Yeah.
we need number 4.
Now you need number 4. And like I said, this
The
is a
19
pretty,
to 21-year-old.
yeah, 7 games as a 19-year-old. So like this is a pretty fresh name here at third base. And I mean, probably harder. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to.
No, we're good. We're good on hints.
Yeah.
We got to, I mean, a young kid comes up 19 to 21, third base, heavily weighted to the 2025 season.
Very, very heavy.
What in the world am I missing?
I mean, stud.
Who plays third for the A's?
Matt Chapman.
No.
For the A's.
Doesn't he?
No.
No, that's the Giants. What am I thinking? That's a long time ago.
Because Jacob Wilson's at short, but who?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
It's not.
No,
it's not.
Junior Caminero?
Is that a guess?
No, don't go with that.
I don't know if he got to 150.
No.
Nate, you want to trust your gut here? What did Junior Caminero post in 2025?
Last year, as far as games go?
Let's just think of what he did. 45 homers, 41 steals.
Yeah, I mean, that OPS has got to be high. I'm going to say Junior.
Junior Caminero's number 4. He had an 846 OPS.
Well done.
This year. And so that's the thing is like, because he was so weighted, the 631 and 724 in the two previous years don't carry much because of how many games it was this year.
I knew he was young. It was crazy to think.
So who's got the 100 homers for the bonus points?
Is this of the top 10? Like, is the
of
name
the top?
on?
Well, of the whole list, there's only one guy that's hit 100 home runs.
It's got to be Gino. Right?
Yeah, it's Gino, 101.
Wow.
Yeah.
Barely.
You guys killed it.
Let's go. Well done.
Good for us.
Good for us. I was real proud of my Eastside Paredes poll.
It's a good poll.
That was good. Good on me.
Jake Berger, Alec Boehm, 11 and 12.
Jake Berger. I would not have guessed Jake Berger. I could have seen Boehm, but then again, you're dipping into what, the mid 7s at that point?
Yeah, in the 760s there. Yep.
Yeah. So okay, not too surprising.
And the thing is, like, Jake Berger didn't show up on this when I was doing it. Did a couple different ways. 60% of their games at third base, he doesn't fall into that category, right? But when I just did 150 games, he popped in. The top 10 didn't change. I tried it 4 different ways. The top 10 never changed. So,
hey, let's clap it up for Josh. Let's clap it up for Josh. This guy just continues to post.
Good trivia. Well done across the board. I think we all did well.
You guys killed it.
Way to end it. All right, let's get out of here. Good talk. Lot of things happening in baseball. We're less than a month away from spring training. We're close. And I think as of yesterday, we're 50 days out from the WBC. So things are looking up for the great game that is baseball. So lock in. Oh, real quick, couple announcements. I think I have taken it upon myself to make the decision that new merch will be rolling out February 1st.
Heard of your first.
February 1st, new merch rolling out. Also gonna be making some tweaks to the website as well. So new things coming there. And also, I don't think we've mentioned it, Nate. We're diving headfirst into Patreon.
Hey-o.
How about that? How about that for an announcement?
Yeah.
Got some bonus content coming your way, folks. And if you like us, if you like our rants, if you like our off-topic, non-baseball related conversations,
a lot of good stuff in there.
You are going to want to join that community.
Oh yeah.
Take our word for it. That's all I really got. Unless you guys got anything else for the folks.
Don't go freaking chasing curveballs.
Josh, I'm gonna see if you got anything. I want to put you on the spot, but
yeah, I might change it all the time. Go baseball.
Go baseball. I love it. What better way to end it? We love you all, as always. Looking forward to talking more baseball with you guys soon. Until next time, stay filthy.